think this is the 6th time that I'm recording this video, so hopefully I can get it right. My buddy Ali asked me how I got to what I was talking about in the last video. I was talking about the difference between choosing your identity or identities and wanting other people to value you for it versus not choosing your identity and wanting other people to define you. During my childhood and my teenage years, it was really easy for me to own my identities. Like, I was a surfer, and that was something that it was easy to own. I felt like I had worth in it. Thanks to one of my best friends, Mitch, I was shaping surfboards. I've made wetsuits that I've used while I surf. So in my head, it was easy for me to just tell the world, hey, I'm a surfer and I surf. And yeah, I think the older I got, the harder it was to lean into the identities, because my anxieties, they just got stronger and stronger. I think when I was a kid and when I was a teenager, I pretty much lived in one place for that whole time, so it was easier for me to be grounded, and therefore maybe that stability kind of lessened my anxieties. Where as I became an adult, I kind of moved around a lot and lived in quite a few places, and I think not really having that stability kind of made my anxieties grow more and more. Thanks to my best friend Meg, I started therapy, and therefore that kind of therapy combined with journaling and meditating and just working on my mental health and stuff, yeah, my anxiety is getting a little bit more under control, and therefore it's easier for me to not feel that imposter syndrome creeping in. Still does. It still very much does. There's still, I default to questioning myself, like even making videos and stuff like that. I feel like I've been doing it for years, but not super consistently, and I wouldn't call myself like a filmmaker or anything like that. And that is something that I want to get into, but yeah, so it's like, at what point do you get to call yourself that? And I guess that's the thing. You could technically choose to just call yourself that from the get-go, and maybe it's like a fake it till you make it kind of thing, but it is really hard, and we all like compare ourselves to other people that we feel, if there's like a thing you want to do and you're looking at somebody that's really good at it, then that's your standard, and maybe you won't get to call yourself that thing until you reach that person's standard. But everybody has different standards. There's always going to be different versions of the same thing, so I don't think it's necessary to try to attain something very specific. And I think that's kind of the issue with people these days, is that within there's like a big variety of an unlimited variety of things that we can get into, but I think within those varieties there's like kind of that trendy specific standard, and that kind of makes things a little bit more narrow. So I guess one of the healthy things to be able to do is just be able to lean into who you are within those things that you want to get into. And that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now, and what I've been trying to figure out for the last 30 something years, I guess, or more specifically like the last 10 years since graduating from school and stuff like that. So yeah.